Ay, Sir Jason po ng SM9U. Sir, may we have your comment lang po dun sa in-announce kahapon ni Commodore Tariela na they are creating already the curriculum for the elementary students para maging awareness sila at the younger age about sa issue sa WPS. Gaano po ito kahalaga?
That's very important. I mentioned earlier kay Sir Sigfred that the approach of the AFP is through our communications plan mulat. Sa Coast Guard naman, ang approach nila is in partnership with DepEd to bring this down sa kurikula ng kabataan natin para yung ating kabataan ay magkaroon ng kaalaman patungkol sa West Philippine Sea. Importante ito and we fully support that.
Sir, sa part po ninyo, ano po yung magiging siguro natin contribution para sa pag-create po ng curriculum? And also, are we going to push for curriculum po, high school po para sa mga high school students natin?
There's a lot of coordination between the AFP and the Coast Guard, between the Navy and the PCG, how we support each other. Doon sa Complan Mulat, we are the lead, sumusuporta sila. There are times we need their speakers, pumupunta sila sa atin. When it comes to their thrust sa DepEd, sa education ng kabataan, if they need any support from the Navy, the AFP, we are willing to support them.
Last question, sir. If tatanungin po kayo, ano pa kaya ang dapat nakapaloob doon sa curriculum since ginagawa na po ngayon ng PCG yung adjustment po sa curriculum?
The details of that will probably be taken up by a technical working group between the Coast Guard and DepEd. What is important here is the thrust of the Coast Guard to bring down the awareness sa ating mga studentry na mga bata pa lamang. Why? Because if we look at a closed state, an autocratic state, a communist state, yung control of social media, malakas. Yung control of education, malakas. It is what they give the children would shape the future. So, importante yan. In like manner, sa atin dapat, we should be able to tell them what's happening. Para later on, sila naman ang magpapatuloy ng ating laban sa West Philippine Sea.
Thank you, sir.
Talking about curriculum at saka yung Operation Mulat, sir, will you be maybe the Navy or the Armed Forces o kayo, sir, personally, will you be having some roadshow in several colleges and universities? Again, in part of your campaign to inform all of the Filipinos about what's really happening, the history, the reasons, and the future things or forecast dito mangyayari sa ating bansa.
Yes, sir. In fact, that has been happening since early last year or late 2023. After the launch of Complan Mulat, there has been an aggressive effort by the AFP, not only here at GHQ, but even down to the Unified Commands, to engage the Filipino population, to tell them what is the real score, ano ba talaga ang laban sa West Philippine Sea, anong ginagawa ng ating AFP, at anong magagawa ng taong bayan.
Nice. Go ahead, sir.
Pili po from Buhay Marino, sir. I think the observation po natin dito, the result of what's happening right now, is the different foreign policy being given by the past administration. So again, if we talk about foreign policies natin, paiba-iba eh. So kaya nagkaroon ng ganito. In fact, ang China isa lang ang nagsasalita. It's only their prime minister. Sa atin, every 6 years napapalitan. Ngayon, as a result, ito na nga tayo. Now, however po, I would like just to have your comment naman from the Navy side. How would you comment yung naging aksyon ng inyong predecessor?
Okay, allow me to answer it along this line po.
Apa.
The strength of a democratic institution or country is that we could practice a democratic way of life, liberal approach, open market economy. We could vote for our national leaders. We could engage in freedom of speech. In a closed or autocratic state, a communist state, at nakikita naman natin, ato ng mga to, mainland China, North Korea, Russia, Iran, until recently, Syria. Limitado ang human rights, limitado ang kanilang freedom of expression, and their policies are more long-term. Bakit? Walang election doon. So tumatagal ang mga leaders nila. In the Philippine setting, while I will not comment on matters of policy, what I could say is that Department of Defense and the AFP has the appropriate strategy to allow the AFP to implement, to perform our mandate. Ano yung ating mandato? Security of our sovereignty, our territory, and the welfare of the Filipino people. So lahat ng ginagawa ng AFP today is to ensure the integrity of the national territory. Hindi lamang yon, hindi lamang sa West Philippine Sea, bagamat WPS ang emphasis natin, even in the northern islands, in our southern borders, we're also increasing our posture there. We are protecting the sovereignty of the state and looking after the welfare of the Filipino people.
Salamat po.
Okay, we have one more. Time for one more.
Morning, sir. Patrick, sir, sa PTV. Sir, 2 weeks ago, sir, di ba, parang nagkaroon ng drills yung China near Ayungin. Since po noon may mga na-monitor pa po bang similar activities po near po sa BRP Sierra Madre? And again, sir, kung pwede lang po ulit, sir, ilan yung monitored vessels sa vicinity po ng Ayungin Shoal?
Yes, after August 11, there was a noted increase and the activities in Ayungin Shoal. Humupa ito after around a week because of the weather disturbance, and the numbers went down to 4, on the average, 4 maritime militia and 2 Coast Guard ships. After 4 days, bumalik sa dating posture of 20 maritime militia and 4 Coast Guard ships. But yung paglay ng mga lambat at yung mga patrol na lumalapit sa BRP Sierra Madre, wala na yon.
Okay.
That was only noticed on the 20th and 21st of August.
Okay, sir. Sir, yung Aurora, sir, meron bang panibagong resupply mission po sa BRP Sierra Madre, sir?
Yes, hindi natin pwedeng pabayaan yung ating kasundaluhan in the front lines. It is the moral obligation of the leadership of the armed forces to provide specially food to our men in the front lines. So ang Aurora, matutuloy yan.
Yes, sir, without discussing operational details. I mean, pwede ba kailan yung nagkaroon na ba ng RORE last month or magkakaroon ng RORE this
Yeah.
month? Kasi parang
I think the last one was the other month, July. So the details of the next RORE is at the level of Western Command, the Commander of Western Command.
So far, sir, walang nangyaring RORE anong August.
What I would say is hindi natin papabayaan yung ating kasundaluhan.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, sir. Aizel Abanilla, reporter for Manila Times. Sir, just recently, China had a V-Day parade where they displayed their military might. And Defense Secretary Teodoro said that it's practically designed to intimidate smaller countries, in particular the Philippines. So, kung ganito, sir, is the Philippines in particular, is the AFP in any way intimidated by this display of military might?
Alam mo, I would like to say that your AFP has been involved in securing and defending our country for a long, long period of time. Sanay tayo, not only the AFP members, but even the Filipino, sanay tayo lumaban ng dehado. At kailanman, di tayo natitinag gaano man kalaki ang kalaban. Ika nga, di ba, may kasabihan nga tayo, di baling mamatay, wag lang umatras sa hiya. So, the Filipino mindset, since time immemorial, we have proven to the world the fighting spirit of the Filipino. Hindi tayo natitinag, sino man ang kaharap natin, without mentioning any country. That's the trademark of the Filipino fighting man and woman.
Good morning po sa lahat. Sir, sa issue po ngayon, Rapi Rico po ng non-break balita. Sir, sa issue po ngayon na talagang busy ang mga Pilipino, maging mga mababatas natin sa issue ng flood control po. Posible po kayang pasukin ng China o pinasok na talaga ang Philippines natin? Ano pong masasabi nyo?
Sa nangyayari ngayon sa political side about flood control, ano po yung tanong nyo?
Kung ano pong masasabi nyo, kung anong yung issue nga po, posible po kayang pinasok na ang Pilipinas, talagang pinasok na Ano pong ano nyo rito? Sinasamantala ba nila?
Sa sinasamantala ba nila sa flood control ang China? Is
Yung
that-
pagpasok ko dito o pinasok na talaga?
Okay. Alam mo yung presensya naman ng PLA Navy, Air Force, Army sa ating maritime domain and sa mainland natin, noon pa ito. Noon pa ito. So for the past how many decades, napakita ko kanina since 1992, may illegal presence na sila. So hindi naman kailangan na may mangyari tayo na diversionary activity o political activity para pumasok sila. They have been there, we monitor them, we support our law enforcement agencies sa pag-monitor sa kanila.
Sir, follow up lang. Kasi kahapon, may kinalaman ba ang grupo niyo po na sa Diskaya? Kasi parang nandun din yata yung Coast Guard
Sa Diskaya.
sa nangyaring ano kahapon sa Diskaya.
I'll have to check on that po. I'm not updated sa mga developments doon sa sa flood control. Oo.
Okay. Thank you po.
One last question before we wrap up.
Hi, sir. Ryan, sir, from TV. Sir, nung Martes at saka Miyerkules, nakasama kami doon sa MMCA with Australia and Canada. Napansin namin 30 nautical miles from Zambales. Ando na yung PLA 163. Hindi ba ito nakakabahala, sir, na parang yatang medyo palapit na sila ng palapit sa atin?
Yung kanilang presensya, lalo sa PLA, Navy, we have noticed that tuwing meron tayong MMCA, may presensya sila. And sila ay, kung nasaan yung MMCA, nasa vicinity lang sila. If the MMCA is closer to land, natural, mapapalapit din sila. On the other hand, yung Coast Guard naman, tuwing lumalapit, yung ating Coast Guard naman, automatically challenge them at tinataboy sila. But on a day-to-day activity, the gray ships are sa banda ng Baho de Masinloc and sa Ayungin Shoal. Hindi sila gaano lumalapit like what the Coast Guard is doing.
Aside dun sa dalawang PLA, sir, may mga Chinese Coast Guard tayo na monitor noong nagkaroon ng MMCA with Australian Canada.
Wala kaming report on that, although I could check and get back to you on that. But what was noticed was yung Luyang-class destroyer and yung Jiangkai-class frigate.
And with that, I think we need to wrap up due to time constraints. Borrowing the words of our resource speaker for today, Rear Admiral Roy Vincent Trinidad, security is every Filipino's responsibility. Siguro, the message that I think Admiral Trinidad wants all of us to really understand is that bawat Pilipino kailangan dito sa laban na ito. So to our media friends, to our listeners, viewers, in case you know of anything, connecting the dots, any illegal, coercive, aggressive, and deceptive actions and messages coming from our usual protagonists, ipag-alam either kay Admiral Trinidad, Philippine Navy, or Armed Forces. And maraming salamat, Admiral Trinidad, for gracing our episode. And sana naman, sir, wag po kayo mapagod in terms of spreading and increasing the awareness of the Filipino people.
Yes, sir, you're welcome. Thank you to sir for this invitation. We consider this as part of our information dissemination to be able to tell our Filipino countrymen ano ang nangyayari sa West Philippine Sea, sa Northern Islands, sa ating southern border, ano ang ginagawa ng inyong AFP to ensure the integrity of our national territory.
And with that, thank you very much. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas, mabuhay ang Pilipino, mabuhay ang Panginoon. Maraming salamat po.